I think the one biggest thing about the game is we didn't have to snap off assassins so early. We could have like stayed flexible through rounds like 10 to 15-ish and kept both assassins and knights open. I don't feel like we got punished in that way for that, but the level 1, that elusive 3-star thing didn't feel like it did that much. I don't know, am I crazy? It didn't feel like the strongest thing ever. So Razor, Venomancer, Batrider. Okay, let me ask you guys this. Here's something. Of the 3 new 1 costs, is Razor good? So of all the new 1 costs, what is it? It's Razor, Venomancer. So between Razor, Venomancer, Tiny, Enchantress, and Batrider, how would you rank those 5 heroes? Because this is something I'm really not 100% sure about. I think Veno's overrated. And I think Batrider is quite underrated. Because everyone's like, you know, jamming all the new shit, and Druids feel better too, so people are still jamming Enchantress. I think Batrider is quite underrated. And I think Veno's overrated. But I'm not 100% sure on the exact rankings. I really am not. I think Blade Mail's better than Embarrassment. I've started hating Embarrassment. Embarrassment on 1 is decent, but Blade Mail's not bad. It's like, it's still worse than Chainmail, but only by a bit. I don't know, these are pretty good rolls, whatever. Blade Mail's bad. I mean, it's not great. It's about as good as like the Gloves of Haste, Blightstone, Gloves of Haste and Blightstone and Vit Booster. Probably it's like sort of in that area. I agree, it's not great. Am I more likely in Tusk than Venomancer? I think I'm more likely interested in getting Warriors online. Is Smuggler actually that good? I'm serious. I'm not joking. Is Smuggler actually that good? Fuck. Okay. Again, not joking. Dead serious. Full serious, no jokes. Like, why do I need Primordials when I can just do this? Okay. You're fucking retarded. Guys, it's 2K19. You're not allowed to say retarded anymore. Not cool, dude. Good. You have to say Papega. Dude, big time contract is unironic. I think this item is actually super unironic. Bloodbound is better. Meta shifts more towards early. There are niche ways to play it late. Smuggler's worse, a lot worse. It's actually it's hard to express how much worse Smuggler just got from these changes. It's a lot worse. It's kind of a crazy amount worse. God, Shadow Fiend is still better for this shit, huh? This looks good. Yeah, like if it's a round 2 Smuggler, maybe then. Like a round 2 Smuggler feels a decent bit better, I guess. But like a round 3 Smuggler? I don't know, man. I unironically think, and I know some of you guys think I'm some kind of remoron for thinking this, but I unironically think big time contract is low key. I don't think it's like the best thing ever, but I think it's unironically solid if you play it in the right way. It demands a very, very specific way to play it, basically. a very, very specific way to play it. Is that even good? I don't even know if that's better. God, I wish it like disarmed if it just left in that way. It feels kind of bad that it doesn't. I don't know, dude. I'm actually, I feel so good about big time contract on Luna. You are pay good. Big time contract just requires a higher IQ to play with, just like watching Rick and Morty. Yeah, exactly. Precisely. That's exactly right. It's just like watching Rick and Morty. Yeah, whatever. Just looks good. My Shadow Fiend is a little frail here. So the logic is like I wanna have an assassin catcher. Ah, my cough's getting we're good. I want my Razor to be my assassin catcher. My Warlock will feed right away, but my Tiny will walk up with Chainmail and the disarm from Primordials. And I think that buys Shadow Fiend just enough time. I think I cut it a little close there. That one was definitely cutting it a little close. I wish I had a tiny 2-star. This formation would feel a lot better if I had a tiny 2-star. Yeah, why not? I don't think there's any improvement we can make to this board. A second Warlock instead of a Slark sounds like a bad idea. I think like with big time contract, it's just like you really just want like one sacrifice. You want like one sacrificial lamb is just perfect. You don't really want a second one. Uh-oh, that's bad. Sometimes you might want a second one. So we got our streak knocked out of us. Do we ever want to upgrade this Warlock? I think it's almost universally a bad idea to try to upgrade this Warlock. If I find 3 more in the next pack, or actually if I find like a Warlock plus Ogre in the next pack, maybe it's worth it. Not 100% sure. This is a really, really difficult spot. I think I like the idea of trying to make druids work right now with like 2 Nature's Prophets and a tree. I think it's a little too chunky. I just had a good idea. Low level rolls, they weren't a thing, but now it seems legit compared to complete 2-star heroes. I had to net deck my ideas from Reddit. If you're close to a lot of outs, it can maybe be viable. I think it's not great in general. I think a lot of people are a little over enthusiastic about the concept. Dude, we're kind of finding nothing. This is awkward. Hopefully Primordial will proc like once or twice. Slark just went in a fed. I mean, like, this big time contract on Shadow Fiend is actually just doing everything. I don't know, guys. You guys are all like blowing your load over this Smuggler card. Smuggler got so much worse with this pack, or with this patch. It's actually crazy. Like, you just don't play for the late game anymore, like at all. Tier 3 items are still not really better than Tier 2 items. We're stuck on Blink, right? Can't do anything else here. Like, the game basically ends like 5 or 10 rounds faster than it was ending before. And people are like accelerating the strategies like really, really quickly to match that as well. I think this early Slark is baiting me. Not 100% sure. I want to go with like double Shadow Fiends. I want to do this thing where I go for a 3-star Luna, but I don't play a lot of Knights. Maybe. It's like I just run like a Luna and a Batrider or something. I don't know. Like, games are ending too fast. When Smuggler was giving you the most value, it was when it was giving you a fourth tier of item instead of a third tier of item. Because like tier 4 was so much better than tier 3 before. It was kind of crazy. Because tier 3 was like very often dead items. You had such an actual chance of finding a literal non-item from a tier 3 option, which felt really bad. Ow. Ow. Two Shadow Fiends feels fun. I don't know if I want to be running like 2 sacrifices. I'm kind of like, I'm a little squishy now. This is like too much of a glass cannon thing, I think. I could run like 2 tinies instead. Especially with like Bloodbound. Yeah, I have too much offense on this board. Like, items like Smuggler and Embarrassment that scale with the amount of rounds left in the game feel pretty significantly worse. And I think that helps you dominate early is really important. Lose streaking just is so hard to stabilize on right now, basically. Can 2 tinies be correct? I don't know if I like this Blink level 2 Razor. PA is up on my Shadow Fiends. Feels bad. Got ult. Nope. Crit. I need the Luna level 2. It's kind of important getting like a level 2 with big time contract. I need like Luna level 2 or SF level 2. Now that I'm on 2 huge outs, which are SF and Luna, it might take a couple of aggressive rolls. And I'm at 50 gold. I could see some like pretty aggressive rolls here. I think rolling before now was probably just silly. And of course, like we have some decent alternative outs, which are like these boys. I don't know. I kind of hate this nonsense, honestly. Oh, we did some early rolls. Good stuff. I mean, we might not even be able to beat wolves here.
The moon smiles upon me.
We're good. Wolves are now our bitch. This is kind of all we need. I don't mind completing something like this. I don't know about Blink Razor here. Okay, we got the Luna level 2. I like just like this Bloodbound Luna meme. I only need like one other knight too. I don't even know, what's the other knight we want? Oh, do Glaives not have a bounce range of 3? Like, Glaive wasn't bouncing, right? Okay. Okay. It could be CK. I do think I'd rather have a Shadow Fiend. If we get a second big time contract, we're just happy. Relic has to be better than Blink. Which increases our demand for, I think, a Shadow Fiend. I think it's important to have a knight pairing somewhere. Alchemist is actually better than Shadow Fiend, right? Alchemist is kind of a dream support warlock. I mean, Luna's the only DPS I need. It is always wrong not having a knight paired with her, though. I guess Abaddon, probably? Just for the Heartless? We could go Abaddon, Necrophos, Alchemist, Stratefiend for like a 4-lock. I kind of still like 4-lock here. Can't be buying more Razors, can we? I mean, I'll run it for a few rounds. Why not? There's Abaddon. And there's Pudga. Wow. Look at that. So suddenly, Abaddon and Pudga give me free Heartless. But Luna wants to be too far and back. I don't know, maybe Abaddon just doesn't really work well enough with this. This is so weird. It's such a bizarre build. It's like, it's not, last time I did this, like 3 games ago, the idea was basically Knights with Bloodbound Splash. Now it's like, more like some interesting comp where Knights are my splash and everything is built around supporting this Luna's ridiculous bounces. Right? 9,000. I said 9,000. 8,000. 8,000 is not bad. Yeah, Necrophos Shadowfiend is kind of cute. Sure, why not?
Bodies will litter the battlefield.
Sure, why not? I like Alchemist. It's cute.
I was born into war.
What's wrong with using
My
that for the
time
other knight
comes,
pair?
So be it.
It has a pretty dead tag, right? I don't really want to troll. It falls off in the early, in the mid game pretty hard. I can get it to 3 stars, in which case it's kind of acceptable. It's not really what I want to be going for. I'll do it temporarily if I get like a 2-star bat, but I'm thinking like long term, it's just not a really late game hero. Bat, like, its ability is very powerful, but very slow. Like, Sticky Napalm is very good in early game fights. Like, it's almost the best ability in the entire game for the first 10 levels. And it's almost, or the first 10 rounds. And it's almost the worst ability in the entire game after that.
The time for prayer has ended. Now is the time for blood.
I don't even think I'm really on outs. I'm looking for a couple fairly incremental improvements, I think. I just do something like this for now. It's probably worth it just rolling a couple times. It's dumb to not be rolling here. Since like my win condition is just like a 3-star Luna. We're gonna be rolling aggressively at 8. I should be on like a better stabilizing path here. In a real scenario, we'd have... I mean, we might have still lost the last 2 rounds, but we'd have at least like 5 more health. We'd like... Because we can spend some money stabilizing guards at 17. So we can like pre-prepare for tomato and potato, I guess. Disruptor's okay. There's a few different ways of approaching this. We could use Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor is very good against these, but so are Primordials as well. This Primordial just didn't trigger. Hands. Okay, we lost. Not even close. Oh! The Primordial! We're doing it! Okay, we won. Not even... Okay, we lost. Not even close. Ow, indeed. Witch Doctor might have been better. I think there had to have been a way to get like not a guaranteed win maybe, but like an almost guaranteed win. Triple brownie, that's cute.
Celebrate the spoils of war.
Victory is assured.
I shouldn't be burning through this interest plan. So here's where we like replace Batrider for Abaddon, I think. I just think it can't be Batrider. So look at this damage. I'm not gonna cuck you guys this game. It was a funny thing to do, you know, for like 5 minutes. We're not gonna do the same thing. It's okay. I'm not gonna buy Medusa. This hero is like shit now. It's hard to explain how much Medusa got nerfed by this patch. It's basically a lot. It's actually pretty easy to explain. So now it's suddenly this swap here to get Undead in addition to what we already had. We just keep them coming, right? We're on a war path. We should have bought that Warlock though. Would have been better. Like, there's one thing in our mind right now. So our positioning is weird. Holy shit. Okay, Luna. Alright. I don't know, man. 3 at 40. Oh, mech on Warlock? Don't you want him dead? Yeah, he shouldn't have mech. Mech should be on Abaddon here. Something like this. But yeah, so they want to be Warlocks 1-stars. Warlock 1-star is the best sacrifice. It dies fastest. You don't want to upgrade this, it'll die slower. You don't want to go Ogre, it'll die... it'll die slower. You need that supple 650 and 0 armor. If they make Warlock 5 armor, it'll actually be a nerf. I'm not even joking. If they make him 5 armor, Bloodbound falls apart. This unit needs less armor. The less armor this unit has, the better he is. Again, dead serious. If they made this unit have like 1 HP, I'd be so happy. This unit would actually be so much more functional if it actually just had, unironically, 1 HP. Most important thing is, like, hit the interest points. I don't think we can be in Disruptor. Could be a mistake, though. We could be in Disruptor, maybe. We don't need, like, more DPSs, so, like, I don't want more than, like, 1 Shadow Fiend. 1 Shadow Fiend is honestly already maybe too many. And now we have a weird dilemma, where it's like, I'm at 30 golds, I'm on the double Luna out, I need to find it. Necro plus Alchemist. I think we roll a couple times. And if I find the Luna, the 8th Luna soon, we'll probably roll it all the way down. But if I find like the Necrophos or the Alchemist, I'll probably stop. I'm like, it's so weird. I'm on the edge of like high odds of finding Luna. On the roll down. Ah, there's Troll. I don't know. It's possible it's too strong for me to not take there. Possible it's dumb not taking Troll. I'm not sure how strong I feel like it is. I don't know, dude. This kind of blows. I'm on the verge of being one-shottable. 18 is very easily one-shottable right now. If we get like smashed by like a big Slark or something. It's kind of like a disaster for my Luna. It's close to one-shottable, and I'm also like right at the point where I don't feel like I have... There's this weird idea with, like, rolling down. Where it's like, if you want to tailor the amount of gold you have left before you start rolling with the amount of units you're looking for to maximize hitting all of them, right? If that makes sense. So what I mean by that... Sell a Warlock, right? We need this. I want this interest point. It's 25. 25 is Wild Wings. Okay, so Wild Wings are interesting. They stand far apart. So if we like corner, it should make them come into our range, right? Obviously, we can have an additional unit here. As long as this one walks forward and they're in... Oh, dude, he doesn't walk forward at all. Is this just max range? Is it impossible for Glaive's comp to beat Wild Wings? Because I can't beat these if I can't make them walk forward. There's no way. Maybe if I go full backline? 7 out of 8? Guys, we cannot beat these unless they walk forward, and if they do, we beat them every time for free. Like, the amount of units we have doesn't matter. That feels bad. I can't just, like...
In the light,
oh, that feels good.
long night.
Ow!
Okay. The one thing is it won't stay near Abaddon, which is kind of chunky. I kind of need it to stay near Abaddon. Second mechanism. I like second mechanism. I mean, I've got so much DPS, I don't need anything else. I just need to keep my units alive. So I wouldn't mind... I'm just going to have to put in some temp units. I basically wouldn't mind, like, anything. Like, any Bloodbounds I find. If I don't find, like, 1 Bloodbound, then it's kind of an issue. That's decent. I do need 1 Bloodbound. Blink anti-mage. Let's fucking go. Who cares? I want 2 sacrifices for my level 3 Luna. Okay. Let's do it. Okay, Luna. It's you and me. Oh, and the stuns. Wish Doctor, get out of here. Me and Luna are trying to have an intimate moment together. And again, I'm not gonna blue balls you guys. I had fun doing it last time. Let's see some fucking damage numbers. Dude, and this is with those casks too. Just like, and we have the anti-mage instead of a 3rd Bloodbound. Okay? So, let's be real here. Okay, jam me up with a third Bloodbound. Let's go, dude. Disruptor might actually be like functionally relevant though.
I won't break a sweat.
Okay, guys. I'm gonna leave this up and we can just watch it together. Okay. 16, 21, 30, 52, 74, 92. It's fun watching this per attack, actually. Like, such a good comp, dude. This is so stupid. And we're only on 2 Bloodbound, too. What's the DPS number? Actual DPS, like 600. It's a little slower than it can be. It can get higher numbers. I think the sad thing though is that we're likely supposed to keep Disruptor. This is probably the best positioning. Luna, I don't know. I don't know if I want Luna to be this close. She's in Ravage range from that. It's like, the Night Shield is nice, and it actually does matter sometimes, but she will be in a couple of AoE ranges. There's a casual 11.6. So we just defended against Gara. I wish Gara hit us on his board though. It's no fun beating him on ours when he's the one at 5 health. You can get rid of SF though, you're in 5 lock. I mean, honestly, would a level 1 Warlock be an improvement to this SF? I'm kind of serious. I'm a little unironic when I say this. Is that a dumb thing to say? I think that's a really dumb thing to say, guys. You guys are trolling. Okay. We'll pull this up here. There it is. It's gonna be like the same number every time. I mean, the amount of damage she deals is literally just at this point limited by how much HP the opponents have, and it's basically all the same here. So, like, I mean, you guys aren't gonna see anything ridiculous. Even if I get stronger, it's still gonna be like 10 or 11k every time. It just comes down to opponents having more health. Gara lost even though he was the one on Brawny Boys, so we're not even gonna be able to get like some ridiculous number off of his max health. I really wish Gara had stayed in the game a bit longer. SMHing my head. I mean, how does this board even improve? It's like we level to 9, I guess. So 30 is easy. These are big dinos. I wonder if these guys will beat dinos. Let's see if this guy beats dinos. I mean, I'm beating dinos. Let's see if this guy does. He's got 2 3 stars. I think he's got to be pretty close to losing the dinos though. Whereas us, I mean, not even close. Okay, not even close for him either. He also. Okay, good to know. Very good to know. So I'm looking to level up. I need 22, which means 30 golds, which means we can level up here. Dagon over Pip. Doesn't it have to be Pip? As much as I like Dagon, I don't see how it cannot be Pip here. I've got too many like mechanism carriers. Oh shit. So I've got exactly enough. If I sell AM and use all my gold to level, I have exactly enough to put in Disruptor. Put the Blink Dagger on this boy. Sacrifice this guy as the additional thing. And now I've just got this floating mechanism. God, what? How am I going to use this mechanism, guys? I think I just float it. I don't know, dude. This is weird. Okay, one sacrifice, 2 sacrifices, 3. I summoned Egyptian. Okay. We lost. Well, we tried, guys. Yeah, that wasn't even close. Well, you know, 3rd place is not bad. I mean, this guy just smashed us. How could we have beaten him? God, I need 2 big time contracts. This build isn't really good until we get like 2 big time contracts. Luna was too far up? Maybe. I don't know. Trying to pair the knights with her might be a trap. Easily possible. But the extra defense is kind of important. Feels like you need more knights in that build for extra defense. Yeah, I think having more than 2 knights, if anything, is kind of the solution. I think I want 4 knights. It feels like a 4-knight build. We could have positioned it better there. I do agree with you guys. There were solutions. But we're getting there. I do think, like, the more I play Big Time Contract, I think if I get this early, it is a build enabler. This kind of build, I haven't refined it. I do think it shouldn't have 3 tributes. It probably only wants 2 tributes. I want to summon, like, a Blue Eyes White Dragon, not like a Slifer the Sky Dragon, you know? You get me? And we still haven't seen it with 2 big time contracts either. I need to plan out what it should look like with 2 big time contracts. I don't even know what else I would use. Like a CK? Luna plus CK chonking together? CK with BTC sucks. Man.